Welcome to today's awesome assembly! What's Mr. Badger doing now? He's looking at the slope that we made, aren't you? Yeah, what are you planning? Mr. Badger, what are you doing? With the pressure washer? You're writing on the pavement. I don't want that. Look what he's doing, hey? He's ruining my path. Oh. Squirting out the hose pipe. Oh dear, Mr. Badger, what are you doing? You can't even keep the camera straight. Oh, he's going to wash the path for me. That's really kind of him. You've missed a bit out. Huh? What letter's that? It's a big M. A capital M. M-R. Mr. M.R. Mr. Oh no, what do you think he's doing? That's a big B, a capital B. Mr. Bad? Mr. Bad. Is that meant to be a G? You've run out of space. It's going on the grass. E-R. Mr. Badger. He's written Mr. Badger on my pavement. He's a graffiti artist. That's no good. Oh, no. Well, actually, thank you, Mr. Badger. You've washed all of my pavement, all of my paths. Look at that, looks lovely and shiny, and you've washed off all the muck. Well done, thank you. Big thumbs up, that's a really good job. Thank you, yes, thank you. Yes, it's a lovely pavement, done a really good job, thank you. Here's a nice yellow arrow on our playground. Mr. Badger, you're going the wrong way. Turn round. Action replay, action replay. Mr. Badger is definitely going the wrong way. The VAR of Mr. Badger and arrows has definitely determined he is going the wrong way. I think that's agreed then, he's going the wrong way. Ah, that's better, he's now going the right way. Well done, Mr. Badger, very good. No, going the wrong way again, going the wrong way again. Go back. Yeah, that's better. He's going the right way. Well done, Mr. Badger.
Good morning, everybody. I'm going to bring to you a special assembly today about our Christian value of hope. Now, although lockdown is difficult, there is hope everywhere. Have you noticed all the rainbow symbols in all the windows of the empty shops and in people's houses? Maybe you've actually made one to put in your own front room window or on your door. Let's have a little look and see if we can spot any hope symbols in the special picture that was made for you by teachers. Here I am having a look at our school website where the picture is, and I can see lots of rainbows, hearts, rainbow backgrounds, rainbow symbols, and they're all showing the value of hope during these difficult times. So, I've been reflecting on the value of hope a little bit and thinking about some of the things that have kept me feeling hopeful, even when life has been different to usual and actually sometimes a little bit difficult. So let me share some of those with you. So during lockdown, one of the good things has been that when I've not been really busy at school, I've had time to slow down and think about what I've been grateful for during this very different time. Although sometimes I've been sad and frustrated about the things I can't do, there have been many things that I've been able to do that I wouldn't normally have had time for. Usually my daughters are very busy with their revision and college work at weekends or are out and about with their friends. They're very grown up now and they don't leave me around too much as they're so independent. During lockdown, however, we've had lots of time together. Here's a picture of us all enjoying a walk in the Bluebell Wood. I've also been helping my eldest daughter Jasmine look after her horse Dolly. Every week we go to groom her and give her a bath, which she loves, especially if it's a hot day. My youngest daughter Mia and I have been enjoying getting creative. We've been doing some sewing and making jewellery together. Here are some of the earrings we've made. Creating things is such great fun and it looks cool too. The whole family have also discovered a passion for doing jigsaws. Before lockdown, I hadn't done a jigsaw since I was a child. I never thought it would be such a good way to pass the time. Have a try if you've got one at home, although I warn you it can be a little tricky, especially finding those last bits. The other thing which has been fantastic is that my leg is now better and I can go running again. I think you might remember that I told you that I love running, but I've been injured in January and I had to be a really tough tortoise and patient while it healed. Every day I stretched, I did my exercises, and it's paid off because now I can run again. And I know that you know, because you've been doing your PE at home or with Joe Wicks, that keeping fit in lockdown is really important. And I love running because the scenery in the river is so beautiful. This is a picture of me looking really pleased with myself after my first 5k, which I'd run at a good pace in a long time. And running has kept me really happy and fit in lockdown, and I wouldn't be without it. So, as you can see, I found lots of things that have kept me hopeful during lockdown, and they really have kept me going. But I don't know about you, there are lots of things that I am actually hoping for to happen, and some things that I really, really want that I can't have right now. And actually it got me to thinking that maybe we could have a big question on this. And normally when I set a big question for you all, we're all in the hall together and we talk and we discuss and then we go and reflect in our classrooms. And actually that's something we can't do right now, which is just a little bit sad. And actually being all together again is something that I'm really am hoping for. But actually, it doesn't mean that we can't have a big question just because we're not together. And whether you're at home or in a bubble class or wherever you're learning, actually, let's have a little think together because I've made a special big question just for you. So, are you ready? Have a think. The big question is, what do you hope for during lockdown? Have a little think. I've actually made a special big question sheet which you can actually download from the website. And it says, what do you hope for during lockdown? And it's got a big space so that you can record your ideas, and you can do that however you want, whether you want to draw it, whether you want to write it, you might write it in a poem, doesn't matter. You could even just have a little chat with your family. You don't have to write or draw at all, but just have a little think, because I'm sure there are lots of things that, like me, you are hoping for that are going to happen and change soon. So, I started to do my own big question sheet to share with you, to give you some ideas. And one thing that I'd really like to do would be to give my mum and dad a big hug. Here is a picture of them in their garden, and I've been able to see them a little bit in my garden and theirs and from a distance. But it's not the same as letting them come to my home or for me to go into theirs and to give them a big cuddle. That's definitely something I'd like. Next thing I've added onto my sheet is that I really hope that scientists can find a cure for the coronavirus. Because if they can find a cure, then we can help to treat anyone that's sick and stop people from dying. And if we can find a vaccine, it means we can protect ourselves so that we don't have to stay separate from others in future and can go back to normal, which would be amazing. Another thing I'd really like would be to be able to run with others at the park run or in a race, which I hope to do later on this year. My big race got cancelled, which was just as well as my leg was poorly, but it's nothing so much fun as running alongside other people, like I usually do at the park run. Now, the last thing I've drawn in my picture is actually the most important thing of all, because it's my hope that we will all be together at school again soon. And I know that some of you have come back, but there is still lots of you waiting at home, and it's not the same without all your happy faces here. So let's keep positive, let's keep patient, and let's keep hopeful that we will all be together again soon. So here's my picture, everybody. And actually you might want to do yours in a different way. As I said before, it doesn't matter how, but think about the question and see how you can share your answer with others. And if you want to, it can always be shown on Seesaw so that your classmates can see what you're thinking, or it could be dropped into the school for teachers to have a look at. I'm going to make a display of some of the answers very soon. So I look forward to hearing what you've done and seeing your ideas, and it'll be excellent if we can share these together. Well, I've really enjoyed exploring the big question with you, and I'm excited to hear your thoughts. But let's now finish with a prayer, as usual, hands together and eyes closed. Dear Lord, help us to be hopeful when things are difficult, and help us to be grateful for all those things that give us hope when actually life around us is different to what it normally is. And please hope that a cure will be found so that people no longer need to suffer or die from the coronavirus, and that we can all return to our lives in a good way and be together again soon. Bless everyone at St Nick's, whether they're at home or at school, wherever they may be. Amen. Okay, so goodbye everybody, and I look forward to seeing you either here or at school, or seeing your work on Seesaw, and be in touch with you all very, very soon. Take care.
Thank you, Mrs. Bishop, and I love that photograph that you shared of the river. And your talk reminded me of a verse from Jeremiah, which says, I have good plans for you, not plans to hurt you. I will give you hope and a good future. What a lovely sunset. It's great, isn't it? Well, coming soon, we watch another Assembly online with Mr. Badger. That's coming soon, and that funny little bird thing that pops up as we think about what makes us happy. There you are, you can see me and Mr. Badger in the staff room. Oh yeah, there's the funny bird thing. What was his name again? Can you remember? Was it Harley or something like that? Well, there's lots of fun coming soon to an awesome assembly near you. Yep. And Mr. Badger and I go for a cycle ride. It's very windy. Look at us go. Mr. Badger's not doing much pedalling though, is he? Now this chair has a problem, doesn't it, Mr. Badger? Yeah, it does. Find out why in a future assembly. And here Asher the dog tries to wear some sunglasses unsuccessfully. Well, that's it from me and Mr. Badger from Shoreham Beach. See you soon.